Okay, so downtowns. So as you know, tonight I'm going to be talking about why we needed a downtown plan in Penticton, how we did it, the results we are seeing, and ultimately, very relevant to what we're talking about tonight, how do we develop our next community plan and the value of having a plan. Downtown was a place to celebrate, gather, pump your Cadillac full of gas, socialise and be seen. This is where it all began for our downtown over 100 years ago. It was the location of our first house and the location of our first park. On August 14th, 1945, downtown was a place to celebrate the end of World War II. It's where Peach Fest began and has thrived over recent years, over many years, and it's where our farmers markets and community markets are in the process of beginning to make their own history for our community in Penticton and recognised all throughout North America. Downtowns are also resilient, from the floods of the 1930s and 1940s to the many fires that have tried to destroy the fabric of our core. Our downtown has been through many tests. The big box revolution of the 70s made it easy for everyone to exit the downtowns for the suburbs, where there was cheaper land and lots and lots and lots of parking. We think about downtowns a lot as well. Sometimes our thoughts are so controversial and the plans are so big that nothing ever happens. Our community has been through many downtown planning processes with no results, so they're understandably skeptical of yet another one. We knew that we needed to do something different and that our downtown needed some help. We hadn't really paid too much attention to our downtown. We had vacant sites and we had vacant stores. When you looked at it from above, if it weren't for the smaller grid network of streets and lanes, you could be excused for getting our downtown mixed up with our industrial area. We knew that the process we were about to embark on would not be easy. So the plan to develop the plan needed to be carefully thought through. There had been so much controversy in the past around previous revitalization efforts, and landowner support had been difficult to come by. We were looking at removing one lane of traffic from Main Street, some money had to be spent, and we also had to deal with parking. For the plan to be successful, it had to start with the community. The community had to see this as a plan for their town. We spent a lot of time with the community in a various number of forums, from scavenger hunts to evening events, sessions at the community market, and a week-long design charrette where our talented local design team illustrated what the community wanted to see downtown. We also did it with a little help from our friends, and the partnerships we had with the Downtown Association were critical in moving the process forward. Not everyone agreed with the directions things were heading in, but having those conversations provided us with valuable insights into the needs of the downtown community. The Creek project that you've seen tonight and affordable housing projects couldn't have been done without collaboration. Most importantly, the downtown plan needed to provide a vision. It was hard to argue with the vision to create a more people-friendly place that supported our unique businesses, enhanced our green space, and provided more usable public space. We were so fortunate to have our visionaries, historians, and politicians to work with the community to develop this vision. We knew we needed some anchor tenants to drive future development in the downtown. Economic incentive zones were a key policy that would develop to target specific uses like the cinema. We took some risks. I don't know of too many other 1,200-seat cinemas in North America that only have 30 parking spaces, but people still get there. And other than City Hall, it's probably the most popular destination downtown. In 2013, we embarked upon the Martin Street Revitalization project. It was the first improvement project downtown in close to 30 years. If we failed, the rest would be much harder to achieve. We knew the cinema was coming, so to kickstart the Revite efforts, the Downtown Committee and our council prioritised Martin Street. If it weren't for the cinema downtown and the entertainment area revitalisation, we wouldn't have seen Bad Tattoo or Time Winery invest a hell of a lot of money downtown. Why would they want to be located down the road from Liquidation World? Would these guys have taken the first risks? We removed a number of development barriers to see these projects move ahead because we needed to continue the momentum. And as you've seen tonight, the Creek Restoration Project has been through a successful first phase. It was a key priority coming out of the downtown plan. The vision and depth of design required to achieve this project were amazing, and the result of the work from our Creek Committee, our partners and staff have shown some amazing results for that first phase of the project. The long-anticipated Main Street project moved ahead in 2014 with 80-year-old infrastructure that was underground replaced and upgraded. What had transitioned from a 4-lane highway in the 60s and 70s to a 3-lane street in the 80s was now on a further road diet to reduce one more lane of traffic and give it back to the community. The investment in the 100-block park and event space guaranteed the protection of community green space and existing trees. Vendors were provided with the appropriate infrastructure within the street to support vibrancy around the parks. Again, we got them out of the parks and we gave it back to the community. So what else has been happening since we approved the Little Downtown Plan? We have 50,000 square feet of new commercial space that's under construction or coming up over the next year, and over 400 new residential units within a 5 to 10 minute walk of the downtown. 200 of those smack bang in the centre of downtown. Over 100 of those are non-market affordable housing units. The city centre building in the 300 block is probably the epitome of the downtown story and the evolution of an icon in the centre of downtown. What was once the community's department store transitioned into a multi-tenant facility and is now in the process of being turned into a home for more than 50 people in the heart of the downtown core. We finally have a downtown worth calling home once again. So the plan was definitely worth the effort, and we're seeing the results as we speak. Maybe it was a bit of luck, maybe there was some good timing. Thankfully, the community were at the forefront of developing the plan. We were fortunate to have a committed council. If it weren't for the downtown plan, there'd be no downtown cannery and no downtown Pechakucha. Our landscape has certainly changed over the years, but the heart of the community remains downtown, and it's getting stronger thanks to the community's vision. How much attention should we pay downtown? How much growth should our downtown accommodate? What types of uses do you want to see downtown? There are so many benefits to developing a good plan with the community, so make sure you get involved in the OCP process with Ben and the task force and our community. The community's next 100 years depend on it. Thank you.